game. Keep handing it to them, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Here we go now. Blue landing. Blue Liberty. Leopard.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And again's got it. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Now let's go. Now look at 56. Lucky 56. 319. Leopard.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
All right, now lucky 56. Lucky 56. Let's go. 319.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
All right, now lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now let's go. Gone, Green 39. Green 39.
Third and 2, Darnold. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 24 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Gone. Now let's go.
A give to Jones. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Gone. No. Check. Patriot. Leopard.
On second down, it's Jones. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Solomon Thomas there on the tackle.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
All right, here we go. 319.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play.
Gone. All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a solid run down inside the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Here we go.
On second down, Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Solomon Thomas in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. The Chargers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Watch him now, Barney. Detroit.
Here's Darnold. going for the deep ball. Thomas barreling ahead. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now here comes Kansas City. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get it down deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play there for KC. 47 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Jackson eluding the pressure right. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Leopard! Gone!
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Buying time to his... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Leonard Williams in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 46. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game. No, I'm not mad at you for skipping halftime, but Can I just have a sip of water real quick, please? Thank you. All right, let's go. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go. He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. They give him a gain of 37. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 38.
Gone! Let's go! Green,
They give this to Jones. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll run it with Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Now let's go! Blue landed! Blue landed! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And now running right through it. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Leopard! Watching that, Barney!
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Flushed out right. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
I remember Philip Dorsett coming out of the University of Miami ready to hit the league. All we talked about was speed, speed, speed. Just throw it to him, and you've got a great chance at a completion, but not that time.
Not that time. They tried a deep downfield with his speed, but incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position.
Lucky 56. Green 39. Green 39.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Flush to his right. And the Chiefs are going to get him. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. A first throw here for the backup Taylor. Eluding the pressure right. And some room to work. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Dancing to his left. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. Well, it's been a field goal extravaganza so far. That's 3 for him now, and it ties our game at 9-9.
I got a feeling the touchdowns are coming, though. Trust me on that one.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And out come the Chiefs now. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. For just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Here's Jackson. He's going to let this one go deep. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Jackson now to throw again, escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The former number 1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. The Chiefs on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun on third down, Jackson flushed out right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We're back now in KC. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be marked down deep into Kansas City territory. A big play there for L.A. 46 yards. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Now Jones. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, Taylor steps away to his left. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Ted Ginn, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. Will Lutz on for the point after. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Lutz now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
To throw is Jackson. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And got his man complete. They give him a gain of 38.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now Jackson on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. 7 yards on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing again. Jackson. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
Leopard!
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Gone.
Back to throw. On the move to his left. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Here's a give to Jones running left. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Set, 319. No. Check, Patriot.
This is Jones. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Detroit.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Caught right side, Davis. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now here's Michael Dixon, standing just outside his own goal line. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Dorsett on the return. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. And what are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. They try to take a shot there on 2nd down, and that leaves them, because of the incompletion, a very tricky 3rd and 10.
And with a time situation, you would expect them to try and get it all in this one play, but there's still enough time that if you can take something shorter, gain some yardage, make it a more manageable 4th down if you need to.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Gone!
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw. Deep dip. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. His throw incomplete. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere. Yeah,
and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow, I thought you were going on the field, but okay, I see you. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. One last shot for Jackson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for our visitors, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Kansas City.